one of the best schools in the state, if not the best. Our students are phenomenal. You've got to hear from a lot of them. This staff, as you can tell, is very committed to this program. They developed it from the ground up, but we're also a very special supportive high school. And so I want to tell you a little bit about just what happens at Martin High School. First of all, as they said, we decided when we were developing the STEM Academy that these were Martin Warriors. We weren't going to have them isolated off somewhere and not taking part in the whole shooting match. We wanted them to have the opportunities to be in orchestra, choir, football, basketball, but also to develop their interest in STEM. And most of them, as you can tell, are very passionate about STEM. So there we go. We have approximately 3,500 students at Martin High School, but just something you should know, our classes are no larger than any other class in the district that are high school classes. And so the students are enrolled in classes that are typically around 30, and we have a very small town feel. We care a lot about each other. We talk about the fact that we're a large family. If something bad happens to one of our students, it happens to our whole family, and we try to nurture them and get them whole again. We have 200 plus teachers. We have 7 assistant principals at the present, 11 counselors, and 1 dean of instruction. We do have a Warrior Welcome. Your students that are 8th graders will be part of that Warrior Welcome. That's for 9th graders. That's when they get to come up here. That's all part of the summer bridge, correct? Yeah, we have some complications maybe this year, but normally that's one of the days of summer bridge. So the girls go in the morning to the Warrior Welcome, the boys go in the afternoon. And at those meetings, they meet with the student councils. They get to start to know other students on the campus. They've already been in this cohort. I can tell you that these kids are terribly close to each other. I think most of them will be friends for life. But they get to know the whole community at the Warrior Welcome. They start to see what the school is all about. Student handbook, code of conduct, immunizations, records, and things like that are handled then. Okay, we also have a future fish night coming up. It's worth your time if this is something that you think and you're not currently a student that would feed into Martin. All of our feeder school students are invited to our future fish night. But if you're currently, let's say you're at Barnett and you think, well, I really want to do this STEM Academy thing, I'm applying, come to our Future Fish Night. That's Thursday, February 7th at 6 o'clock. You'll have an opportunity to hear about other programs on the campus that you may have questions about that you also want to experience. We're on block schedule, just like all the high schools. We have 8 classes. Students meet with 4 on A day, another 4 on B day. The classes, because we have a CT center now, they're numbered kind of weird. It's 1 through 4 on A day, and it's 7 through 10 on B day. That's because at our CT center, students can take school classes 5th and 6th period that are later in the school day. For freshmen and sophomores, we have a closed campus. But we all have the same lunch. This gives students an opportunity to, as they talked about lunch and learns in STEM, it also gives them the opportunity to eat with their friends, study in the library. Our library is always packed at lunch. And we also have opportunities for them to go to classes, go to club meetings, whatever they have. Everybody is off that period, including all of our teaching staff. Speaking of clubs, we have over 50 clubs at Martin High School. They've shared with you the STEM clubs that we have at Martin, and I've included those up here, but we have a lot of other clubs as well. Martin website, you may also want to go there to find out what events are coming up, what's happening, when a report card's coming out, all those kinds of things, information that parents want to know. You can go to the Martin website and find it there. We also have Martin Twitter, and that's how to sign up for that. We go over this with students again, but we do have Twitter, and so just like the rest of the world does. Our commitment to you We are very committed to the cultural tenets that are developed by our district. Our campus supports them. These are the things that we promise that we're going to do for you. We're going to put your students first. We promote risk-taking with your students. We promote owning our work. We make every interaction count. We get better every day, and we respond positively to differences. And your commitment is to take advantage of all these opportunities that we've explained and made you know about tonight. So thank you for coming this evening. I know they have some other plans for questions that students can ask our students, and then of course parents can ask our teachers.